Well, hello everyone. Here we are at the end of our journey. We started almost over 16 weeks ago on learning about personal finance. And I hope that you've learned a little bit about personal finance. Maybe it's some things that you already knew and just came back to revisit. And hopefully you learned a few new things along the way as well. And that's really what I hope to do with this course, is really to give you that fundamental understanding of personal finance. Take some of the mystification out of it. It really isn't that complicated for most folks. Now, there can be individuals, obviously, where finance can be very, very complicated, but this is definitely something that most individuals, for most situations, can handle, and at least be able to recognize also that when you have a complicated situation, to seek out any kind of professional help, whether it's an accountant or financial advisor or whatnot. But the majority of this stuff you can do yourself. So hopefully you've learned that throughout our time together here. All right, what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about the final days of the course and just remind you of a few things. So the first thing is that personal finance declaration. Make sure you are using the template that's located in the module. Makes your job a lot easier, kind of filling that out. Make that personal finance declaration your declaration. You don't have to reiterate some of the points that were in the index card book or in some of the supplemental readings that we did, we actually did quite a few supplemental readings as well. Use the points that resonate with you. You don't have to just parrot back what other people think. So use it as your own way to reflect on those things that you want to kind of carry forward outside of this class. And make sure that's done when? By Sunday at midnight. That's when this course closes, and everybody's on their way for the holiday break at that point. So make sure you have that assignment complete by then. That is our final assignment, if you will. There is no final exam, but we do have that final summative assignment. Another point is about missing assignments. Now, there are a few of you that have some minor areas that are missing. And the way I do that, if there's a missing assignment, I'll put a single point grade in the grade book. So if you see that, that might be a reminder to you to go ahead and submit that assignment. I do accept late work. There is a small deduction on points, or, depending on the amount of it, there will be a deduction on points to be fair to those folks that turned it in. But usually where I see the difference in letter grades, well, almost always where I see the difference in letter grades from an A to a B to a C, and a C to something worse, it's missing assignments. Those are really hard things to counterbalance if there's a 0 in the grade book. So do the math, check out the points, and if you do have a missing assignment, maybe it's a smaller point assignment, maybe you've already locked in the A, it's not necessarily worth it for you. But if you're kind of marginal, you may want to do that. Again, I'll take all late work, but it has to be in by when? Sunday at midnight. So make sure you have it in at that point. All right, so those are the two things I wanted to hit on in this video. Lastly, I want to thank you all for being in this class. Again, I hope that you got something out of it. I know that it's only a 1 credit hour class, and it is stretched out over 16 weeks. So it's a lot of time and kind of little content spread out throughout that 16 weeks. But hopefully you found it something that you're able to take away some points from that and use those in your personal financial life. All right, everybody, have a great holiday, and thank you so much for contributing to the class.